I was pretty excited this week. One of the reasons I didn't get a ton of time to stitch, and I did have I did get a lot of stitching done this week, but one of the reasons I didn't have a ton of time to stitch was that I finished organizing my craft section in the barn. So my craft room in the house is all set. It's all organized. It's good. I love the way it is set up. But in the barn, we just sort of threw, I pulled out everything that I wanted in the barn. At the old house, I had a craft room upstairs, and then I had a whole area of the basement, kind of what used to be the kids' play area that I had converted to my craft room. And this house doesn't have a basement, so I knew that I was going to need an area in the barn. And I decided that I would make that my messy crafts area. So I got that all organized, and I love it. I can't wait to go down there and work, and I can't wait till we've had like 85 degrees. Today's the first day. It's only going to get up to 72, but it has been warm. It has been really warm here. And so I'm excited to be able to put on a sweatshirt and go down to the barn and just work and, do some crafting. I came upon this that I started last year. I think I bought it at Midwest when Brenda Gervais was guest designer. And I started it there and got a fairly good start on it, and then haven't picked it up since. But anyway, it's Merry Old Soul, which it's so super cute. And I got this kitted up. It was kitted up with the fabric and the floss, and got it back to my little seat at Midwest and pulled it out and went to work on it and realized it was on 46 count fabric and went, oh my goodness. So I brought it home and I put it in a frame, in a Q-snap, and started working on it and having no problems. And so with my light, and the only magnification I'm using are my cheaters along with the bifocals that are in these glasses. So here is Jolly or Merry Old Soul, and coming right along. I mean, really cute, kind of slow going compared to all my other. But I was working on it yesterday, and I texted a picture to Colleen, and I'm like, this is 46 count. I love this so much. So I don't think I would do a lot of 46 count, but I feel very good about the fact that I am able to do some, and I would really like to get that done, and that's just for me. So working on that gave me for the first time, a real excitement to work on Christmas. And so while I was working on that, I texted the kids and said, hey, I need to know, I need your Christmas list, number one. And number two, I need you to go to Reflections Framing and Stitching online. I need you to go to 123stitch.com, and I need you to go, what was the other? Oh, to Etsy, Stitching with the Housewives, because I figured those three places would give the kids a lot of different options, and I need you to pick out some cross-stitch ornaments that you're really drawn to and send those to me, because it is really getting harder and harder to find the perfect ornament for my kids, especially now that, they're grown, right? And so, the past few years, I've picked out the ornaments, and I've been really nervous about the fact, or worried about the fact, that they weren't going to like the ornaments that I picked out. So anyway, I sent them this, and I was kind of thinking that, it was a Sunday, and I know they're all really busy and everything. It's not like two of them are in college, and heard nothing. Hours went by, and I heard nothing back. And yet Ryan was texting about football, and Maddie and I were talking about something else. And so late last night, I kind of mentioned to Maddie via text that, hey, I never heard anything back. I guess you don't want a cross-stitch ornament. She's like, I do, but Mom, I have this big test on Wednesday, and I'm so busy. And I said, okay, I'll give you till Wednesday. But Wednesday after your big test, will you please go online and look? And then I was talking to Caitlin on the phone this morning, and I kind of said the same thing to her. And she's like, I know, I'll do that today. I promise I'll do that today, and I'll send you some samples of what I like. And then I thought, you know what, get out the bag, because several years ago I created a big project bag where I kept all the charts of all of the ornaments that I've already made for them, so that I wouldn't repeat ornaments through the years. And because, now it's getting like, oh, did I do that one or for me, or did I, so, and then any ornaments that I picked out for upcoming years. And now I feel really bad that I texted him, because I actually, for especially for Maddie and Caitlin, I'd already picked out ornaments to do for this year. And I'd already started one of them. So I don't know. I think I did this in January. I think in January my idea was to do an ornament a month, or somebody's idea was to do an ornament a month. And I thought, yeah, I'm hopping on that bandwagon. And then the wind blew. And yeah. So anyway, so last year I did ask the kids to send me examples of ornaments that they liked. And Caitlin and Maddie both did. I don't think Ryan ever did. I think Ryan's just like, and truthfully, this is going to be more for Ryan's wife if he ever gets married than it's going to be for him. I mean, I realize that. Ryan had a long-term girlfriend. They dated for 3 years, and we all really thought that she was the one and that they were going to get married. And they broke up last year right after Christmas, right after I had made her an ornament for Christmas. And I swore then, I'm making no more ornaments for girlfriends or boyfriends until you're married. I'm not making homemade things for people. But what was my point in that? Oh, but it would be really nice to know who his wife is going to be, so that I could have her pick out ornaments that she likes, because I sure hate the thought of, oh, we have to put these on the Christmas tree because my mom made them for me, and and then the wife is like, ugh, those are horrid. Anyway, nothing I can do about that, but, when I die, they'll have something that I made. That's all I care about. I cherish the things that my mom made for me, and I remember, I pretty much loved everything she made for me. There wasn't a ton of stuff. She didn't do a ton of crafting, but she did crochet, and she did learn to do a little bit of quilting. And I remember at the time thinking it wasn't that, probably like I wasn't in love with anything she made, but now that she's gone, I love it. And anyway, I'll probably cut all this out. So last year, Maddie and Caitlin sent me their samples, and I think I bought 2 or 3 of the ones, and then, that they sent, and then completed one and gave those to them. And a second one that Maddie picked out was this Dimensions. I think this was a kit. And she said she really liked this one, but she liked them all. And I thought, oh, well, this is cute, because I love these. These are adorable. I really love the Peace on Earth one. And so I had gotten a start already, and I was just thinking about this. I hope it's not too dark over here. There are big windows and doors that way on the other side of the room over there, and it is a really big room. But there are no windows over here because we're on the side of the house that is built into the hill. Anyway, so hopefully it's not too dark. But anyway, I got to start on this last year, and I started working on this just a little tiny bit this morning. And I also think before we made the decision to move and actually knew that we were moving, I was getting up an hour earlier every day to stitch for an hour, and I really enjoyed that. And so I think that I actually meant to do that today, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and was up half the night for some stupid reason. But I also think I need to go back to that and really work on ornaments in the morning. So here's the beginning of Jolly. What does it say? It says snow, joy, laughter. Snow, joy, laughter. So I'll get that one finished for Maddie, and that will be her. And I don't know, I really thought about saying, never mind, don't send me samples. I already know what I'm doing. And I thought, no, I'm still going to let them send me samples, because then I'll know whether or not I'm on the right track, right? So like I'll kind of have an idea. And that's on a piece of Ada. Yeah, I think this was all kitted. And so super easy, right? Super, super easy. And then I was going through, so I have this big giant project bag. I didn't bring it over here. And it has, like, for example, it has, I'm doing all of these individually, all of the Little House Needleworks Main Street Station. And so I think I've done 3 or 4 of them. And last year, my intent was to do 2 of this one for myself and one for my father-in-law, because he collected trains for many, many years. And I've made him several of these Main Street Station ornaments. And And of course I didn't get it finished. And so, but it's already started, I think. I might not have the start here. Yes, I do. And so I don't know if I intended for this one to be for me or for him, but I want to do two. So there's my start on Main Street Station. Oh, wait, what are these actually called? Hometown Holiday Series, and this is Main Street Station. Yeah. And then I think it was Pam, Stitching Between the Lines, who did all of these as one. I think this was the series. She did all of them but as one. Oh, and I love the Town Church. Oh my gosh. I have all of them. That's one of my favorites. I love the bookstore. I love the firehouse. I love the coffee shop. This would be fun for Maddie too, because Maddie loves coffee. The diner, that's really cute. And the florist, that's really cute. But I think that Caitlin would really like this one, the church. So I could technically do that for her. But I think I found another one that I'm going to do. I think I picked this out for Caitlin. And I have this kitted up in two separate charts, two separate bags, and all the floss and fabric. I think I kitted it up 2 years apart. So like I didn't realize I had it kitted up. But it's also a Little House Needleworks. It's the 2016 ornament. And I do think this is the one I'm going to make for Caitlin and Caleb this year. It's just so cute with all the little cardinals up here and the hearts. And I think, they're moving to Puerto Rico. Have I told you that? They're moving to Puerto Rico January 8th. So the plan is they're going to give up their apartment at the end of November before Thanksgiving and move here. And they're going to actually live in the bedroom in our barn. And it's a bedroom and a bathroom, and we're going to set up a little kitchenette down there, and they're going to live down there. I mean, they'll eat most dinners with us, but they're both going to work remotely and live down there until January 8th. And, yeah, so that'll be kind of fun. But anyway, I was thinking a home is kind of a neat thing to make for them, because they're moving to Puerto Rico and, I don't know. They're not going to live in Puerto Rico forever. They only signed a 6-month lease. He's going to try a new business. Sorry about that. He's going to try a new business down there and see how it goes. And then as I was going through that, I found this. And I have to make this for us. It says, I don't know why that made me cry a little bit. Oh, oof, that was weird. But it says welcome home. And I think I'll probably save this, and whenever the kids, all three of them buy a new home or buy their first home, I'll do this for them that year for Christmas, because it's so perfect. And, I'm going to do red because I love a red house. Our house isn't red. Our house is tan. But I will, for the kids, I could do whatever color house they buy, right? So that would be kind of cool. But I just think this is... I'm going to start this today. I'm probably going to start this after I get this uploaded, because that's just, it's pretty. And hey, what's one more new start? Okay, that's it. I'm going to keep this at 15 minutes, 2 videos at 15 minutes. I'll try to come back next week. I should be able to. We shall see. I hope everybody is having just the best fall. West Coast people. I heard, who was I listening to? Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, Olivia, I think is her name, and she said that they don't expect one of the fires in Oregon to be out until Thanksgiving or Halloween, or, some, horrible time in the future. I just can't even imagine living, living close to those fires and breathing that smoke all the time, and it's just heartbreaking. So I feel so bad, and and I feel really helpless about that. It's just terrible. But otherwise, I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's getting a lot of time to stitch, and have a happy week, happy Monday, and I shall talk to you soon. Bye, guys.